So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Back to throw. O'Connell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Right side, Davis.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. In motion left goes Allen. Herbert on third down now. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 14. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and 2, O'Connell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get...
He's got a man, complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. On 1st down, O'Connell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the gun on 3rd down, O'Connell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert back to the air. He's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
From the 36, Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And again, Herbert. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive. The third one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Allen, the man in motion left. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. O'Connell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you get a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. O'Connell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on second down. O'Connell looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 39, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. interception. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play action. O'Connell. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. O'Connell, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnston. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Herbert. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down. O'Connell. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On the move to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In motion goes the tight end. From the 31, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. On 1st and 10, O'Connell. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Adams, the man in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, O'Connell. And this is caught at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, O'Connell. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This will be caught at about the 6. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Adams, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them? What that penalty does.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He'll look to throw. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So, for the Chargers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.